All right, we're back at it. Got the X2 back out. Got the old sanding blanket up right now. Yeah, we're back on it. We're gonna start stripping everything else off, and probably in this video, go ahead and start cutting the rear off right here and getting that kind of mocked up the way we want it. And obviously just trim that up, and then after that, it's sand, fiberglass work, and sand some more. So hopefully here the next month, maybe 2 months, we'll have paint on it. Just depends on how fast I can get around to working on it. So, yep. Stick around. We're gonna show some more disassembling and getting it ready to rock and roll. Don't forget to check out Pre Tools to get your 10% discount by using Chris 2022. Very high quality. I use them a ton, especially their sockets. I love the variety of links and all that. So, and I use metric a ton with all these skis and stuff that I work on. So don't forget to check them out. Get that 10% discount. Yeah. All right.
Can this fit 10 people on it? Like 1, 2, 3. Can it fit 3 people on it?
Mm-hmm. Let me take this off of here. All right, well, I took the nut and all that off the back of this, and it popped out of there, came out, and apparently there was 2 little balls, one here, at the end of those. And I found one of them, and then the other one popped off. So I can't find the other one, but still not sure if I want to keep the trim set up like that. I'm thinking about maybe doing like a trigger, not a trigger, but like a trim just like this, throttle lever over there. I'm gonna trim it up and all that maybe. We may leave that disconnected for right now. And they have these guns that you can plastic mold back together, little things. I may, if I decide to keep this on here, I may mold that back together. But you take this and you turn it that, grab both hands. There you go. Now bring it back. Whoop. Go back. There you go. Slow down. Just do it all real long strokes.
Take that off.
Gotta pick up on this. Get it lined up. Child labor laws do not apply to this. You got it, bud? All right, I've kind of mocked up what I'm kind of thinking with the rear of cutting it off. And if you don't know why I'm doing this, if you are new to these skis, if you look at the angle, this is some terrible lighting, when you turn the full mount, the water is actually hitting the side of this, a certain amount is. So if you cut about 1 inch off, it stops the restriction of the flow coming out of your jet pump. So plan is obviously to cut 1 inch off. I've kind of seen where some people have left this where they can still use it, so I'm probably going to try to notch around that. And then I'm thinking, so you can see the body line right here, I'm going to stay with that, and then I'm going to kind of angle cut around past the 2 holes and then slope it just a little bit, kind of keep from having the sharp edges. It's kind of my thought. But that's kind of what we got going on. And then I'm gonna have to mirror this side with what I've done over here. So let's get to it. Well, I thought I was recording. So, pretty much what I've done. Clean you off a little bit. You see, just gotta clean everything up. You see my cuts. Obviously, this is my first one over here, so got a little bit of cleaning up to do on that one, but this one done really nice. I'm gonna kind of round that, and then maybe round these a little bit more. But that right there worked. Look at that right there. You don't have anything restricting it. So obviously you could do the little 1-inch spacers on the pump and save that issue, but since I'm already doing a lot of body work, I figured, you know, this is a lot cheaper. So, and lose a little bit of weight, which is always a good thing. So alright, now the question is, how much do I want to trim off of that? I really don't want to make it too weak, but it still seems like a lot. Hey, that's gonna be much better right there. Heck yeah, I like that. Hey. Alright, I am slap covered in glue, debris, fiberglass, but I got majority of it prepped. I say prepped, ready to really start doing the work. Like, you gotta get rid of all the stickers, all the adhesive. I still gonna have to get in here and pour like some lacquer thinner and get this out of the corners, because that little wheel I use, it can't get right in here. So we'll have to do a little bit more of that. Man, we got a ton of sanding to go, but I did get this little line. As you can see, it's pretty symmetrical now all the way. Still got to decide what I want to do with this. If I just want to do a clean cut, or you can see where I kind of cut this pretty straight with the bracket right there, and then I can kind of round it. And I'm thinking about doing the same thing over here, repairing it out to here and then round it. That way these pockets will be showing at that point. I think it'll prevent it from getting busted, but not really sure. That's a little question right now. I fill these holes because I'm not going to use the original piece that goes here. And I bought these, a couple of these. I know I probably told y'all in a previous video. Some people put them right here, but it takes water straight into the engine bay, so I don't really see the purpose of that. So I just did some double-sided tape. I'm going to pull it off like that. So that's pretty much what I did. Just put this right here. So, and the only thing I'm concerned with now that I did is where the hood was rubbing right there. This was rubbing, you know, right around the edge. So I trimmed some of it back, which I know that's where it presses down on the seal to keep water from getting in. I do have a brand new seal, so hopefully I didn't trim back too much. As you can still see in there, I trimmed back a good bit, probably way more than I probably should have, but that's where we're at with that. So this turned out awesome. I really like how this turned out. I think that's going to make it so much better, turning and everything. I mean, that's what everybody's been telling me, so, and it's pretty obvious. Now you can see where the pump is. It sticks out further than everything now, so it's awesome. And still trying to decide what I want to do about the trim, if I want to keep the original trim or put a lever up there. I have decided I want to keep the plastic pieces. These, where the fuel shut off and everything is, I want to keep all that up here. That's where we're at. I hope this was plenty enough content for you on the X2. Next videos, we're going to really be doing a lot of the work to the fiberglass repairs. And unfortunately, the color that I wanted to go with, I'm going to be able to do the top of it, but we can't match it with the bottom because you still need a really thick, almost like thick clear coat, gel coat on the bottom. And there's no way to match the colors because it'll be kind of different paint technically. So I wanted it all one color, but I think now we're going to go probably with a black bottom because I kind of like the black bottoms on skis, and then the color on top, and I'll save that for the video whenever we get it back from paint. So stick around, got more of these coming.